Thanks for joining us tonight for News 40 at 5. I'm Morgan Hoover.
And I'm Chris Allen. Thanks for tuning in on this. It's been a hot Tuesday for sure.
Yes, this is the first hot Tuesday we've seen in a while.
It's been a while, and it looks like by the numbers, this will probably end up being the hottest day of the year so far.
Wow.
So far. Of course. I've said that before, and I may say it again tomorrow. Who knows? But right now, as you can see, mesonet temperatures are in the low to mid 90s east, mid to upper 90s to the west. The thing that's saving us from it feeling too bad outside are the dew points. They are still in the 60s, and that's holding back some of the higher humidity levels that we could be feeling, or some of these index readings, heat index readings, could be way over 100, but we're looking at upper 90s to lower 100 heat index readings right now. As we get into tonight, mainly clear, but it's going to be a warm evening with overnight lows in the low 70s. How much hotter can it get, and when is it going to rain? I'll answer those questions in just a few minutes. Morgan?
All right, Chris, we begin tonight in Simpson County, where two parents are facing charges of child abuse after their 12-week-old child was found with broken ribs. According to indictment documents obtained by News 40, 35-year-old Jeremy Gosnell and 33-year-old Tabitha Wood, both of Franklin, quote, knowingly and unlawfully committed the offense of criminal abuse on or around March 6th through the 7th. Court documents state the child had to be transported to T.J. Sampson Community Hospital in Glasgow, where the indictments indicate the infant had multiple bruises and cuts to the face, as well as 7 broken ribs. Both Gosnell and Wood were arrested on Monday. They now face charges of criminal abuse of a child 12 or under, wanton endangerment, and endangering the welfare of a minor. We spoke to the Barren River Area Child Advocacy Center today to learn more about the signs of child abuse. Staff specialize in dealing with child sexual abuse cases, but they say some signs of any abuse include if a child is withdrawing from things they normally like to do, not wanting to be around certain people, or wanting to control their environment. If you are aware of a situation that may involve child abuse, whether physical or sexual, in the state of Kentucky, you are legally liable to report it. Staff at the Child Advocacy Center encourage you to report even if you're just suspicious about it.
What I also like to leave with is, so what if you're wrong, right? If you are doing it with suspicion that there is child abuse, what if you're right? So I think that you really have to weigh out the variables there. What if you're right?
Durbin says all reports are completely anonymous. We'll have the number that you can call to report on our website later tonight. That is WNKY.com. Kentucky's auditor is asking a court to resolve a dispute over access to a database that tracks the state's handling of abuse and neglect cases involving its most vulnerable citizens. Republican State Auditor Allison Ball filed a lawsuit Monday in Franklin Circuit Court. That suit seeks a court order to restore a government watchdog's access to the information. Ball says Democratic Governor Andy Beshear's administration has put unworkable constraints on the watchdog's ability to review that information. Beshear's administration says it tried to work out a solution to provide maximum access allowed under current law, but was rebuffed by the auditor's office. Well, earlier today, friends and family held a press conference demanding answers in the death of Esteban Lowry, who died in an officer-involved shooting in July of 2023. Now, during that incident, Bowling Green police officer Matt Davis was shot and critically injured. Kentucky State Police say Lowry fired multiple rounds at Davis. Officials say when they arrived, they found Lowry unresponsive. The family says they want answers as to what exactly happened to him. They say they have yet to receive a coroner's report or any other type of document regarding this incident. We spoke to John Barnett today. He's a civil rights lawyer working with the family, who said out of all the cases he has come across this year, this one is of great importance to him.
And it's one that I'm concerned about, because the basic thing, like a police report, should be given to her closure. Somebody should have sat down with his mother. How dare they not sit down with his mother at a table of peace in their office? We're not violent, as you see. There was nobody arrested today. So instead, and why not sit down with his mother, the table of peace, and give her some closure and give her some answers? If they don't have the answers, then we'll leave. but we know they got the answers, and yet we're still asking for it. So we initiated today's press conference.
The investigation is still ongoing and is currently being handled by top Kentucky State Police officials. We have reached out for comment but haven't received a response just yet. The Lowry family, as well as Barnett, have said they will continue to seek out answers to their questions. We will let you know on air and online the latest in that investigation. Well, a Park City man is behind bars in Barron County after police say he failed to stop for emergency equipment. The Barron County Sheriff's Office says a deputy saw a 2000 Toyota Avalon going 86 miles per hour in a 55 speed limit zone on Louisville Road around 5 p.m. on Monday. The driver was identified as 62-year-old Rodney Froge of Park City. Deputies say they activated emergency equipment in an attempt to get Froge to stop, but he failed to, resulting in a police pursuit that reached speeds of 100 miles per hour. Froge stopped at a home and police were able to make contact. He was arrested after deputies found a dollar bill with a white powdery substance that Froge stated was methamphetamine. He is currently being held in the Barron County Detention Center. According to Med Center EMS, overdosing on drugs has become more and more common. We spoke with a Med Center supervisor and learned that it used to be common for EMS workers to see a handful of overdoses in just 1 month. But now they are seeing a handful of overdoses about every week. The severity of this situation is increasing.
Fentanyl outbreak on the rise. We had 2,250 people who died from overdoses. 73% of that number died from a fentanyl-related incident.
Now, fentanyl doesn't just affect the people who consume it. Stephen tells us several cheap teachers that are confiscating vapes, they can be negatively impacted.
It's important to know this simply because it can be in anything that you put gloves on, put it in a Ziploc bag, because you don't know what's in that vape. But it could also be a counterfeit vape that has fentanyl in it, and it can leak in your pocket, and you could become overdosed from it just by simply absorbing it through your skin.
Stephen also tells us that it is possible to save someone from a fentanyl overdose. Xylazine, it's also known as Tranq, is becoming more common and is used to tranquilize horses. Once a human comes into contact with this drug, there is no cure. And now to Glasgow, where 4 firefighters and the Barron County coroner had to be taken to the hospital following a deck collapse in Barron County while responding to a medical case with an unresponsive patient. The East Barron Fire Department contacted Barron County coroner Tim Gibson while examining the dead patient who was on a deck about 10 feet off of the ground. That deck collapsed, causing all 4 firefighters and Gibson to fall to the ground. All involved were taken to the T.J. Sampson Community Hospital to be evaluated. However, no life-threatening injuries were reported. Governor Andy Beshear announced the largest new jobs project of 2024 as Philip Morris International Incorporated announced its Swedish Match affiliate will expand its presence in Davis County, creating 450 direct jobs with a $232 million investment. The Owensboro facility produces Swedish Match Zyn nicotine pouches. The expanded production will allow the company to meet growing global demand from legal age consumers for smoke-free products. New jobs created at the location will include engineers, production staff, technicians, and quality control. The company leadership noted the project is projected to have a $277 million annual regional economic impact. And today, Minority Senate Leader Mitch McConnell was joined by Fort Campbell officials to celebrate the opening of a new barracks complex. The newly constructed quarters are replacing those built in the 1980s. The project represents a major step towards improving soldier housing. The units are built to allow for more space and privacy to be afforded to the service members who live there. And Warren County drivers, you may want to listen up because tomorrow a large event at the National Corvette Museum is expected to bring extra traffic to the area. It may impact your commute. Wednesday kicks off the Corvette Caravan and Anniversary Celebration. It's expected to last until Saturday, August 31st. The heaviest points of traffic will be from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., so make sure to expect some delays and have extra patience on the roadways if you're traveling tomorrow. We'll have more on this coming up tonight on News 40 at 6. But still to come on News 40 at 5, experts are sounding alarms over a troubling trend for the vaccine that protects against HPV. The details coming up in tonight's Health Minute, but first, Chris, it's just getting hotter and hotter out there.
It is, and we could get hotter than today, which has turned out to be the hottest day of 2024 so far. I've got all the numbers and when to expect some badly needed rain. That's coming up right after the break.
It's snack to school time. So send them back with Sunbelt Bakery Bars. The chewy, delicious, tastiest flavors under the sun. Sunbelt Bakery Bars.
Choice Hotels is a family of brands that helps you get the most for your money so you can be any traveler you want to be.
You could be a free hot breakfast hero in a comfort hotel. Yes! That's how you waffle. A romantic weekend escaper at a Cambria hotel. Or Mr. Get the Party Started.
Be a pool lounger or a big room relaxer. With 22 brands and the best value for your money, Choice Hotels has a stay for any you. Stay twice and get a $50 gift card when you book direct at choicehotels.com. Gotta get the corners.
Hi, I'm Everett. My friends are...
Chris, hard to believe how hot it is out there.
Well, you know, so far this year, we've had only a couple of days when it's been at least 97.
Right.
That's been, for a while, the hottest day of the year. Today, we changed that. And here's why. Because we bested that by 1 degree. Officially at the Bowling Green Airport, 98, our official high temperature today, beating the previous hottest day of the year, actually 2 days. 97s were recorded both June 16th and the 25th, almost within a week of each other. But that stood as the hottest so far. Now, tomorrow we'll see if we either go back to 98, but it could go 99, could go 100. Now, those numbers are not records, as you'll see coming up, because the record highs for these dates are much higher than that. On the brink of 100, yeah, we're getting so close. Look at that, 10 degrees above the normal tomorrow as we head from 88 to 98 for as far as the difference, 10 degrees, and that was the case today as well. 98s and 88s again, both days, Wednesday and Thursday. Then we start to see a wholesale change here, a big change that's going to take place during your Labor Day weekend, and I've also bumped up the chance of rain starting Friday evening, but Saturday now looks pretty good for coverage, and I know you may want to get out on the lake and have a cookout. Labor Day, the unofficial end of summer. I don't think this will be a washout, but boy, do we need the rain, so let it happen. You'll just have to plan around it. We've got a sunny sky from Wingate Hotel and the AAA Systems camera. 96 there, and then you look downtown, more sunshine with a temperature at 94. From the Bowling Green Airport, it is 96 with a west wind coming in at 6 miles per hour. Humidity very dry. It's only 35% as our dew point is at 64. So we're feeling some little added I guess mugginess, moderately muggy today. There's that 98. 10 degrees above the norm of 88, but you see the record of 102 set on this day in 1924. 68 is where we started this morning, and looks like we're going to be at least a little bit warmer even overnight tonight because high pressure, which just keeps on wandering around the southeast, and so the flow continues out of the south. Nothing really changes here as that high pressure is just going to wander around. A very warm evening for us tonight, while off into Illinois, they're getting a pretty good round of showers and thunderstorms with a cold front, but that high pressure sitting there, it's going to chop away any kind of rain activity that tries to make a run at us. So sunny and hot again tomorrow, and then as we get into Thursday, same thing. There's not much change. It's this front way out in the plains that you see off screen that's going to be the one to bring us showers Friday night, Saturday, and during your holiday weekend. 72 tonight, clear and warm, and then tomorrow we go another hot 98, same thing for Thursday, and there's your chance of rain coming in Friday afternoon at 96, best chance coming Saturday, and there's your Labor Day holiday weekend forecast. We are going to cool down. Look at that 79 by Tuesday. Here's what's coming up tonight on the networks of WNKY, NBC, CBS, and MeTV.
Your employer health insurance needs to work just as hard as you do. If your mental health care has been denied by your insurance, we can help. Visit dol.gov/EBSA. Search mental health parity.
I'm TV's John Stamos. I've been hired to play the great Jack Perry, the creator of Zine. This one's a challenge.
Tagline is simple. John can remember that. He's got a shot. Always local, always free.
What's first?
Always local,
Always where?
local,
Always what?
free.
Zine is America. There, I said it.
Zine, always local, always free.
When I take a roll on, I take its head off.